It's Sea Again is brought to you by Hackensack Brewing Company and their Imperial Pilsner Auga, which was created in honor of the legendary DJs The Awesome Two. Thick Crates, pure hip-hop satisfaction. Check out their limited edition new releases available now on Instagram. Weaponized Records, an independent music label serving up underground hip-hop. The revolution will not be televised. It will be weaponized. And the Spit Slam Record Label Group. The Spit Slam Record Label Group, a Chuck D situation. Catch us on your favorite streaming platform, on Bandcamp, or visit our official web store at spitslamrecords.com. All releases are available digitally or on CD, with select titles available on vinyl and cassette. The Spit Slam Record Label Group. Throwback to the future sound.
It's C-Doc again.
I look at the TV, your America's doing well. I look out the window, my America's catching hell. What's up, everybody? It's C-Doc again. Welcome to another episode. I'm going to be talking that talk, going over some stuff tonight. But before we get to that, I'm going to introduce the crew. Coming to you. I'm going to do a different order because she's not ready yet. So, first up, he has one of the dopest accounts on Instagram. If you don't follow him, you, my friend, are a sucker. Ladies and gentlemen, UltraMag7.
Dude, I just left you. I don't...
I know, right? Hey! Like I haven't seen you in... What,
24 hours. 48 hours.
Yeah. Good to see you again.
Yeah. You know, figured we'd meet here on a Tuesday.
Yeah, that was funny. When I left, Ultra was like, yeah, I'll see you Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah. How's it going, man?
I had a wonderful hip-hop weekend.
You did?
You know, we had the Prospective event down in Philly. Thank you to Mr. Lynn. You know, and my partner, Carter Ranks.
The first.
Yeah, the first,
yes.
The first.
The first of
and,
hopefully many.
Oh, yeah. Listen, now I gotta piece everything together and make it a podcast. So
right.
I just got the audio and video back. But peace to Carter Ranks, my man Bug, Jay the audio file, the Kyber Pass Pub that hosted us. But it was a good event, man. Good time, laughs. We had a good time.
Laughs aplenty. Yeah.
Laughs aplenty. Yeah.
A lot of laughing this weekend, man.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff this weekend. A lot of driving too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
Yes. Also joining us, coming all the way live from the West Coast, the left coast, the West Side. She got her start in classic rap radio at the world's first 24-hour hip hop station. I'm talking about KDAY and Our Lady from the heyday of K-Day, Jennifer O. Jenny.
The West Side and the Best Side.
That's right.
There you go. Hey.
There you go.
How are you, Jennifer?
Hanging in.
Excellent. Always glad.
You know.
Yes. Fan.
It's a thing. Mm-hmm.
It is a thing.
It is.
Now that you say that, yes, it totally is a thing. Also,
what is going on, Vashon?
Right. Sean in the house. Dre Mays, Vengeance One, man. All our regulars are here. Good to see you guys.
And the 975-year-old Flatline.
Yes.
Bring him in.
Yes, of course. Oh, you just gave him the intro. I don't even need to introduce him. Right? But for those who don't know, sorry. For those who don't know, he runs Chuck D's internet radio network rap station. He's the man behind Hip Hop Gods for 2,765 years and running, ladies and gentlemen, Flatline.
Damn. Wow. I am old.
You've been doing this a long time, bro.
Long time.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Here we are again, everybody.
Here we are again. Back, caught you looking for the same thing.
Right.
Well, our guest is here. We started a little bit later to iron out the technical difficulties, but we're all good now. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome from the group Soundside, the architect himself, Oxygen.
Yo. Peace, everybody. What up? How you doing?
Already getting comments.
Hear you. Everything is good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Big shouts to Dre Mays. I see you, man. Oh, my man. Oh, Sugar. But Sean, what up, kid? I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the chat.
He knows everybody.
Yeah, peace, everybody. How y'all doing?
Good, man.
Good,
How are you?
good.
I'm doing great. Excellent. Yep. Good to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for joining us tonight.
Absolutely.
You are, of course, a verbal technician and vinyl enthusiast,
Yep.
as your caption says.
Yeah.
When did you? I want to start asking. Wait, hang on a second. I did not expect the music to keep playing, so I'm just going to shut that off. All right. When did you start collecting records?
Wow. I was about 11 years old, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, collecting. I sort of inherited a bunch of records from my older sisters. I had 5 older sisters, so the collection just started from there.
What was it? What was
16 now, right?
What'd you say?
He's 16 now, so
He
it
is.
really has
Only a couple of years. Yep, a couple of years in running. Yeah. So yeah, it was a bunch of like James Brown 45s, a couple of things I still got to this day.
Wow.
And one of my older sisters, when I started listening to things on the radio, I got Lady B, To the Beach All. That was my first rap record, and it was like Gonzalez, Haven't Stopped Dancing Yet. For some reason, I don't know why I like that record, but yeah, it was some disco.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many records approximately do you think you have?
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
No telling. And the thing is, I also sell records too. I've been selling since the 90s. So yeah, I would have a whole lot more, but I kind of control it to what I can store here.
Yeah.
When it starts getting out of control, then I offload and do that whole thing. But yeah, got a lot of regrets about things that I sold too.
Oh man.
Yeah, seller's remorse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's my lighting? Am I too dark?
No, you're
Yeah.
fine.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Seller's remorse is real.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
Yeah. It's not a good feeling, but eventually I get stuff back. I've been getting a lot of things back recently. Not at the same price, but
Well,
Never at the same price.
yeah,
Nah.
never the same price.
those days are gone.
Yeah.
Man. I miss the days where nobody was really collecting vinyl except us diehards, and
Mm-hmm.
you could go out and get a handful of records. Oh, $2, $3.
Yeah.
Those were good days.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yep.
Although I do still find them,
Yeah.
at cheap. You know what I'm saying? It's it's a little bit, you got to dig a little bit harder for them and kind of go outside of the scope of where you normally go. But yeah, they pop up.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite spots?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Nah,
you just go
I just go wherever the vibe takes me. You know what I
wherever.
mean? Yeah, I'm down here in Atlanta now. So the good thing about Atlanta, there's so many surrounding areas that you can go any direction. So you can go, be a few hours, you'll be in Tampa. Chattanooga to Nashville, you know what I mean? Go out west out east to Charleston. So yeah, there's a lot of places to go out here, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right, so let's get into that hip hop stuff.
All right.
We all love so much. How did you get into hip hop?
Man.
What was the beginnings of your hip hop journey?
Me being born, it was from birth, bro. Like there was no introduction to it. It was just always there. Excuse me, my allergies are acting up. But yeah, it was just always there from, a kid. Everybody else in the neighborhood was doing it, and we back on Long Island, we just got with the scene, man, and brought out the linoleum, and it was what it was.
Did you always want to be an MC?
Nah, MCing was always been kind of secondary. I mean, I what it was back in the day, we all did everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was just nobody just did one thing. So I was always a DJ, MC, / B-boy or whatever. But yeah, I didn't catch the bug until I was like 14 with the mic on the the rhyme tip. Yeah, I wrote my first rap. It was about Vanessa Williams. Remember the Vanessa Williams scandal?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wrote a rap called Vanessa the Undresser, which was yeah.
That's amazing.
Vanessa the Undresser.
Well, I wish I still knew the words, but
just the title alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Vanessa the Undresser. Yeah, man. I was 84. I remember that.
Wow.
You got to make a rhyme about forgetting the rhyme that you wrote. Just make this update.
Right.
That title's ill. That title's
Great
ill.
concept. Yeah, for sure. Get on the video. Somehow. Yeah, that'd be fun. But yeah, it was, that was actually that same year. That's when I first caught wind of Rakim. So he lived in the next town over from me. I grew up in the town North Babylon on Long Island, and he grew up in Wyandanch. And my mom, she actually worked in the Wyandanch, the school district. So every summer, after I turned 14, I was able to work with the summer program. So I was doing the, in the schools. And I think that year, right, he was known as Kid Wizard or Pop Griffin back then. And we used to always hear about this kid. He used to pop and rap at the same time or whatever. And coincidentally, I think he was going to summer school that year. And I kind of caught him in action or whatever, going down the hallway one time or whatever. But yeah, I just started picking up the mic from there. Figured I wanted to be an MC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So big shouts to Rob, man.
You were also DJing too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I have equipment. I had one turntable. I used to get together with my cousin Mark, and we put out turntables together. And we had a receiver. We didn't even have a mixer. It was just a receiver, to cut up the volume and bring it down or whatever. But I was always collecting records, man. From early on. That was like DJing was my first love. Yeah. Always number one to me.
Wow. That's dope. So what were some of when did you decide to try to start making records?
That was so a neighborhood producer named LB Bad, Lamont Booker. He was already doing like underground house type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of, discovered a bunch of kids in the area, and we were just, doing random stuff with him. But he gave me an opportunity to actually have the record right here. So my first project that I worked on was this joint on his label, a song I wrote called Why the Girls Do It. This was 80, 80. Well, I wrote it in 86. This didn't come out to 87 or 88.
Wow.
This joint. So yeah. So I didn't rhyme on it. I can't remember why I didn't rhyme on it. I think I was scared or whatever. But yeah, he did say he had other MCs that, they weren't really writers and they just wanted to do something. So I wound up writing a song for him. But shortly after that, LB Bad and I, we started recording, different. I started with house, like a lot of hip house type stuff.
Wow.
And I was actually producing back then, just bringing in records and stuff and not really knowing how to use the equipment, but I knew what I wanted stuff to sound like. So we just started building songs, and my partner, Cut Wizard Al B, he was on the beats like heavy back then. So yeah, we just, just working, man.
Do you remember what equipment you were using at the time?
So he had, I think he had an ASR keyboard, but he had the it was a Newmark mixer that had a button on it, the sample button.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we used to kind of speed up the records, you know what I'm saying, and slow them back down and get what we want. But yeah, I think it was that he had the ASR, I believe it was back then. Yeah, but besides that, it was just pause tapes or whatever. We were just bouncing tracks on the 4-track.
Yeah,
getting what we want, and just creating, man. Always been a creative kid, and there's a lot of creatives in the area. A lot of kids were, MCs, and just, man, a lot of talent. Long Island's it's a hotbed of talent, man, especially in my area where I grew up. You know what I mean?
Can you tell us some of the groups? Like, if there's anybody that came out with records that we know, like adjacent to you?
Yeah, Supreme Force.
Got to come out fresh.
Yeah, Freddie Fox and
yeah.
Cool C, you know what I mean? Easy E, Master
Right.
K1, yeah, for sure.
Wow.
And my man Tone Capone, who I graduated with, he did some stuff with Eric Sermon, kind of early on. Wow, who else? Too Poetic. Too Poetic lived 4 houses down from me.
Yeah.
So yeah, they dropped. Yeah, of course, I know Rakim, Groovy Chill.
Right.
Wow. It was another group too, Molecular Beat Squadron. They put out, it was one single that they dropped. What they used? It was a Grace Jones joint.
Wow.
That's a dope name.
Right?
Yeah, Red Alert used to play that a lot.
That's an ill name.
Yeah, if you ever see that 12-inch, it's pretty popular song back in New York. Yeah,
I've been trying to find, God bless YouTube, but finding old radio shows, New York radio shows and people to tape that stuff. So
yeah, shoot, I got a bunch, man. I got you.
Yeah,
we got plenty, especially Long Island. A lot of Long Island radio shows, college radio, Wild Man Steve and Jeff Force, and them dudes, P5 show.
Yep.
And
shout out to Wild Man Steve, rest in peace, Jeff Force.
Yeah, Jeff Air Force. Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Johnny Juice too. That's my man.
Yeah. Shout out to Johnny Juice Rosado.
Yeah, man.
That's so dope. Yeah, because you're right in the middle of a lot of stuff that was going on.
Yeah, not just our area. It was just all over. You know what I mean? Amityville was not far away with Daylight and them guys, and it was just a good time. Great time to be alive. You know what I mean? Great time to be alive.
How did Soundside come together?
Soundside is a hybrid of we were all part of different groups. So as as each of our individual groups kind of dissolved, we just kind of joined forces together. They were actually together before I got with them.
Okay.
So Odyssey, he was with Mass Influence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you George was with another group, the other MC, and the two producers are from the UK. So when I came aboard, I was with Sputnik Brown, and Sput, we kind of started fizzling out or whatever. So I Johnny from the group Soundside, he wanted me to be a feature on the next album. So I got a feature on the album, and shortly after that, I just asked him like, yo, got an extra spot? You know what I mean? I still want to work, you know what I mean? So I just hopped on with them. Yeah, but them 2000s, I was busy, man. Them 2000s I was all over the place doing a lot of solo things. I linked up with DJ Spinner.
Yeah.
We had a group, Spock's PhD.
Yeah.
Where dropped a couple of singles, recorded some stuff. And with Joe Run Bombay with the Rampages, with Phil Most Chill and M-Ski. Yeah, I was staying busy, man.
Yep. Shout out to Phil Most Chill. Who, Ultra and I got to run around Philadelphia with the other day.
Yeah. PMC, man.
He picked me up at the train.
Wow. Yeah, seen that footer, man. I wish I could have been there, man.
Oh, it was a fun day, man. Fun day.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, Philly's always a lot of fun, man. I love going to Philly.
Yeah.
A lot of memories.
It was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
To say the least.
To say the least. No, it was fun. We had a great time, but
yeah.
So
that's
wild. Yeah, no, I saw, and you're on the also shout out to rest in peace Paul Nice, because you're on the Febreze Brothers album.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, man. The crazy thing too, Paul and I, we were actually gonna drop an album too.
Wow.
We did one single together. Actually, I got everything right here, man. I ain't playing around. Feel good music with the body language. And he hit me with a folder of beats, man. And I was going crazy. So I got maybe 2 or 3 songs that I wrote to some things that he gave me, but we just never got a chance to finish them, and work on them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Big shout out to Paul Nice, man. Miss that dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And the crazy thing, that was, man, we were always kind of missing each other. He would come into Big City Records in New York, and Jared would always say, yo, I gotta link you and Paul together. Like you guys really gotta work together. And I will always just miss him, and he'll just miss me. And then can't remember how we actually started kicking it. I think I did a radio show up in Poughkeepsie, and oh man, I'm blacking out, but yeah, we wound up linking up, you know what I'm saying? And damn, man, story of my life, man. It's always been like, something gets started and then it just never materializes to, you know what I mean? But,
yeah, but come on though, you've done a lot of stuff.
I've done a lot. Yeah, I can't deny. Yeah,
those are Virgo problems.
Yeah,
me and Jennifer can relate. We feel you.
I mean, it's August Virgo too, man. So it's
we're September.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, August Virgos, we got it bad.
You got it real. You ain't lying. My brother's one.
Yeah. So yeah, we always want to create too, man. That's the, if not writing or MCing or whatever, I always want to stay creative doing something. I was an artist too, commercial artist coming up. Yeah, so but yeah, big shouts to the chat, man. You're active up in there.
Oh
yeah.
I'm saying I can't
Sean, salute. Dre
Vashon's kept it going here.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. Yeah.
Ox, how did you hook up with? Because you did those mixes with or the joints with Edan.
Mhm.
Oh man, this
Wow. Yeah. So wow, the funny thing. So I was in they had academy in Brooklyn. This is the old academy records when they were in before they moved to Greenpoint, they were in Williamsburg.
Okay.
So I was in the store and digging, and I'm kind of looking across the way, and this dude was looking at me. I kept, looking at him, looking at me. And back then I was doing radio show too on Long Island out in Stony Brook.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of looked like Peanut Butter Wolf to me. I had some, Peanut Butter Wolf record, and he kind of looked like him a little bit. So eventually I went up to him. I think he was checking out, and I went up to him like, "Yo, are you Peanut Butter Wolf?" He's like, "Nah, it's a good friend of mine though." I said, "I'm Edan." I was like, "Okay, yeah, I heard of you too. Yeah." And he says, so what do you do?" I'm like, "I MC, I do radio out in Stony Brook." And I said I used to be known as John Shaft. I had a record, a random rap record. And he started reciting the lyrics. Hip hop fanatics pull the post down the ground in this Long Island sound. I'm like, "Yo, dude, like, how do you know that record?" Yeah, he's something else. I was like, "How do you know that record?" He was like, "Yeah, I know about it." But come to find out, it was on the they put it on the WKOD. It was like a mixtape with K Prince and DJ Muro.
Mm.
It wound up being on that mix. He might have heard it from there, but I don't know. But he's such a savant, man. So he probably just knew the record.
Right.
So he was like, yeah, where you at? So at that time I was staying in Brooklyn, halftime, Long Island, between Long Island and Brooklyn. And he was like, "Yeah, come by the crib sometime. Let's build." And so I did, and then we just started just working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like working. I think the first time I went to his house, Peyton was there, Peyton Locke, and they were about to hit the road, go on tour. So yeah, he's the one that introduced me to P. And just stayed in contact with him. And I had the opportunity to do an in-store at Academy Records. And so he and I, we got the idea of, combining, doing it together. So we did a practice thing at his house. And, the genius that he is, he decided to record it. So we just, we just recorded the practice session. And I called it days before it happened, which was a couple of days before the end store. So yeah, so that was it was kind of brilliant.
Yeah, that seems crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It was just, organic. You know what I mean? It was just one of them hip hop things that you meet like-minded people and you just get busy, man.
That's the thing where you when it's in the air like that and you're like hip hop fans like that, you'll meet your tribe. You will meet them.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, man. I learned a lot from them too. We eventually went on a little tour. We had an opportunity to go to the Netherlands and perform for a b-boy event. Excuse me. So from there we took it to the UK. We did some shows out in, across the UK and stuff like that. But I had to cram a lot of information in, as far as the routine, because he works like Prince, you know what I'm saying? Like to the T. So I had to learn a lot of the routines and stuff like that. But it was a good experience, man, because I'd never done, solo shows. It was always with the group, with Soundside. I mean, with Sputnik Brown and stuff like that. So it was good to spread my wings a little bit, and do that kind of stuff that I like too. I like what he was doing. You know what I mean? So it was just something different.
He's ill. He's ill.
Yeah, he's dynamic, man.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the age appropriate album?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
you got to, and then and also, reason I bring it up first off is because you got to work with Jazz Fastics,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Okay.
you work with them on there too.
Yeah. Damn, I be forgetting. Yeah, I forgot I wrote. Yeah. Oh, the mathematics. It's a joint called Mathematics.
Yeah.
Oh, and they did a song for me on one of my 45s on the B side. Damn, yo, that's crazy. Yeah, yo, you know what it was? Because I was doing so much stuff, man, and it was like, yeah, it was a lot of stuff, a lot of features, and you know, a lot of solo stuff I was putting out too.
Yeah.
But I was just hopping on everything. You know what I mean? Just trying to stay active.
Mm-hmm.
But Age Appropriate was actually, so the songs that are on that album were actually the songs that I wrote for the project with DJ Spanner that never came out. So we started recording as Sputnik Brown was going on. So this was like 2007, 8, 2008-ish. So from 2008 all the way to that album came out, we still hadn't dropped our project. So yeah, I kind of just took the rhymes and, you know, got with another producer, my man Tom Corona out in the UK. And yeah, we just cooked it up. So I just wanted to do something, man, you know, and as I was putting the record together, I lost my mom. So she passed away May of 2019, and it came out August on my birthday, on my 50th birthday. So I really, after, you know, that, I just kind of didn't have the push to promote it properly and, you know, hit the road and do stuff like that. And then 2020 happened, and then it was really wasn't gonna happen. So yeah, it was just kind of, you know, I'm still sitting on a bunch of copies in the closet. I usually sell them on tour as merch and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm glad I did it though. It was a good, you know, just something I wanted to do. It made me feel good about myself as an MC because I had never done a solo album before. You know what I mean? But, you know, I was just hoping the Spock's PhD thing would have kind of turned into what I thought it was going to turn into, because it would have changed my life.
Right.
Honestly, you know what I mean? But yeah.
I also gotta mention one of the collabs on Age Appropriate. You work with Bus Crates. Yeah, so shout out to Bus Crates, Pittsburgh's own.
Boogie Bus, yeah.
Boogie Bus, yeah.
Man.
So yeah, how'd you hook up with Bus?
Yeah, so that's funny. That's a funny story. I was in Pittsburgh doing what was I doing out there? I DJ for an event in Pittsburgh, and I had a couple of days extra, so I was, you know, just randomly digging at some spots. And this was after the Gone Digging record had came out with Ginsu Dean. So I was in the spot and I seen a record or whatever, and you know, it made me think of Dean. So I called him up. I'm on the phone with Ginsu Dean, and then I see Bus kind of creeping, getting closer and closer. He was ear hustling, listening to our conversation. And so when I hung up with Dean, no, I think I was still on the phone with him. He was like, "Yo, excuse me, you on the phone with Ginsu Dean?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, tell him I'm, you know, this is Bus Crates," and they already knew each other. And Dean was like, "Oh, shoot, yo, Bus, you know." So yeah, that's how we met. Him spying on my conversation in the record store.
Hey, Flatline.
Yes, sir.
I would have blew your mind if I would have showed that I had an ear hustling shirt on. I didn't. Shout out to my girl Newbie. I didn't want to blow your mind.
Yeah, I need that. Yeah.
I'll put you in contact with my homegirl Newbie. She got you. She got you.
All right, bet. Yeah, I'm a shirt guy. I love my t-shirts. Yeah. So that's how I met Bus. And it seemed like every place I went, he would be there. So I bumped into him in Brooklyn. it was one of DJ Spinner was doing a backyard party out there, and there go Bus Crates. You know, I moved down here to Atlanta. Here go Bus Crates. He already down here. I'm like, oh, why do
Gets
I keep
around.
seeing? Yeah, like how am I seeing you all this time? Yeah, big shouts to Bus, man. It's a good dude.
Yeah, he collab. I finally got to meet him a few months back
Okay.
because I followed him on Instagram and I knew he was local to me
Mhm.
because I'm in Pittsburgh.
Okay, word.
And but he collabed with an MC that I know, and oh man, they made the dopest joint together. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, they got it. Yeah, we did an album, but he's got
Wow.
he's got his record deal or whatever, and so we can't put it out yet. I'm like, shit, bro.
Okay, damn.
So, yeah, but
Ooh, talented cat, man.
yeah.
Can I just say, stepping in to play the part of Jennifer O'Jenny for the rest of the evening
All right.
is one Mr. Vashon Quinones.
Oh, stop! What up, kid?
Man, what's going on, man?
Oh man, ain't nothing. Jenny
What up,
number
B?
2. That's what's up.
Dude, me and this gentleman been communicating since what, 2014?
Yeah,
Maybe 2013?
nah, before that. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it had to be 13 because it was. I just got with Soundside.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that was
And-
the.
And also, thanks to Paul Nice, that all this happened because we were in a, I think, a music group. It was Ill Mill, Black the Knife Man, and I forgot who else was in there.
Yeah,
And we hit it off. And
Yeah.
I said, this guy's hilarious. So he gave me the name Sugar.
Oh,
Sugar. Yeah, Sugar.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't pronounce his name in the beginning. I was like, Vashon. So he's like, F it, man. It's just Sugar. Yeah, that had started a little a digging crew called Crate Invaders.
Mhm.
So I was just picking. It was on MySpace. So I was kind of picking, like-minded people that I was bumping into. So yeah, that was big shouts to the Crate Invaders crew.
Yeah, and then when you told me you lived in the IE, I said I couldn't believe it. What the hell
Yeah.
you doing out here?
Yeah.
Long
Bouncing
Island
around.
to the IE, and you said, man, you live out there in Ontario. I went, what?
Yeah. I was bouncing, man. Just trying to find my way. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
different jobs or whatever. Just taking opportunities and digging for records and stuff. You know how that go.
Yeah, absolutely.
How'd that go?
Absolutely.
Yo, how you been though?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, still in the IE.
That's what's up. Okay.
But real quick, and I know you gentlemen are doing an interview, but
that's all good.
Ox did a song for my father. May he rest in peace.
Mhm.
And what was crazy was that I was on the phone with my father, and then I was inboxing you, talking to you, but just about random shit. And he goes, "Hey man, I did a verse. I didn't think you know who my father was at the time.
Mm-mm.
You were like, hey, I did this song, and I heard you said something about popping like Shabadoo or something
Yeah.
happened.
Right.
And
yeah.
I said, that's my father, and I'm on the other end of the phone with him right now. So I said, I'm gonna put you two together.
Mhm.
And you did a song, but you did like a couple versions of it. You did the hip hop version, and then you did kind of the house dance version of it.
So
go ahead.
So we had that. It was with Soundside. So we had a song called "The Ultimate," and it was you George. He had the thinking like 82, like Shabadoo when you're breaking, and he mentioned Shabadoo on the record, and that was crazy how the whole thing came together. But yeah, I remember your pops. He was saying that he was about to hit the road and go over to the UK or something, and he needed a version of the song, so we just went in and flipped it back out.
Right.
Yeah.
He asked me. He was like, because there was a gentleman who did a a theme for him. And he goes, Sean, is this any good? I said, hell no, it's not good. It is, and so I'm like, no, you need authentic hip hop music.
Yeah.
So I don't call it God, call it the planets align, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I'm talking to him, and I said, oh man, please, you two need to talk, because I sent you the theme song. You said, yeah, it's kind of whack, sugar.
Yeah.
Kinda,
Oh my God. Yeah, it was. It did not. It didn't fit. Yeah, it didn't fit nothing what he was trying to do. I was like, yeah, we got him.
And so I said, dog, please, I need your help. And so they did the song and everything. But yeah, it's always been wonderful conversation with you, Ox, and I
Right
appreciate
on,
it,
man.
man. You know, and you introduced me to Daryl. Daryl, crazy ass.
Oh my God. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, he's a handful. He about to be out here too. We got a joint next month with him. Yeah, that's my brother.
These two right here are like me and Mike D in terms of film and Real Black. I saw an IG live with you two. I'll never forget it. These two were going at it for hours. You could leave, go to sleep, wake back up, and these two were still at it.
Wow.
And the funny part was that Daryl's like, hey man, when you gonna hang up? And Ox, you were like, oh, I ain't hanging up. So you can talk shit. I'm gonna stay here right with you. I think I laid down. I woke back up. Man, you didn't change outfit, everything. You didn't move. That's fine. It was like 5 hours later. I said, this is terrible. And I said, man, this is hilarious, man. But you two, man, are like, it was like a tennis match. Bop, bop, bop. You two were going back and forth, man.
That's funny as hell. Yeah, man. But yeah, it's good to see you, man. I know we don't get a chance to talk much, bro. Like I'm in the mix, be like I'd be everywhere. Everywhere but nowhere at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to keep up with everybody. So yeah, my apologies on that, but
no problem.
Yeah, good to see you now, man. I ain't seen you since you were gray. You know what I mean? You got the Silvers word. Okay.
Yeah. I've had gray since 17. Believe it or not. It did just,
Yeah. It just took over.
It took over. Even I try to cut it off and it just comes back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's all good, man.
Yeah. So yeah, but hey, Ox, I won't take up too much of your gentleman's time. Thank you, Jenny, for letting me come on here and do a cameo appearance.
That's dope.
Ultra Bad.
Always good to see you, bro.
Always, man. All right, man. Peace out.
Respect, brother. Good to see you, man.
Likewise, man. Peace.
All right, peace.
Had
what
to.
a surprise.
Had to.
Yeah, what a pleasant surprise, man. Yeah, rest in peace to Shabba-Doo, man.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. I've done a lot. You know, it's kind of wild because I don't really think about it until stuff like this. But man, it's been a journey, man. It's been amazing.
Right.
It's been amazing. And it's still going on, which is
well, that's the blessing,
great.
Right?
Yeah, it's I love it.
Yeah. What can I ask? What inspired the class of '87 beat tape?
Oh man, that was So during the pandemic, I had I decided to buy a MPC because I never owned a machine or whatever, and I had this other. It was a big Roland MV, thing, but it just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I went out and I got an MPC, and the stuff I was doing was kind of similar to the stuff I was kind of making, on other people's equipment or whatever back then in the 80s. And it just had that sound to it. And I was like, damn, let me just go ahead and, start cranking out beats. And I don't know, they felt like 87 to me.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't nothing flashy. It was just a lot of loops and stuff like that. But yeah, just decided to do class of 87 beat tape. And the crazy thing from that's how I got into the next project that I'm on right now with Kevin Beecham. Big shout out to Kev.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he reached out to me and he was like, yeah, I want to rap over some of the beats from the beat tape. I was like, I bet, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So I extended them and, you know, reflipped a couple of them. And we wound up just working on the whole album. So we calling ourselves Science and Math, SYNZ and Math. So Science, me, Oxygen.
Mhm.
His MC name is 7 times 3 equals 21. So he's a math equation. So we just put our forces together, Science and Math. And yeah, we almost done. We got you know, just the scratches to do, and that's about it. But yeah, it's a dynamic album. It's something different. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like anything that's out right now. That's
Word.
all I could
Yeah.
tell you. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
I'm excited. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fun. A lot of fun stuff on it.
Shout out to Kev. Kev did a great post the other day for Spit Slam.
Yeah.
Cop some stuff and posted up. That was dope of him.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, good brother. Like you were saying earlier, you know, about the universe just placing people to, you know, at the right time, man. You know, it's just something about Atlanta too, just being here, you know, and the connections that I made since I've been here they were all just kind of organic. I knew some people, but then I don't know, just the people that I'm meeting, they're like all the right people that I need to know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been great.
You know my man Dylan, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah. There was damn, I wasn't even here. So I hooked up with Dylan probably through Peyton before I came down here. And the minute that I got here, it was like I wasn't even here a day or two, and he had me DJing for him. He was on Plates and Crates,
right,
at his crib. So I wound up DJing. I didn't even have all my stuff here. I'm like, yo, I didn't even got my records here, bro. He's like, nah, just bring what you got. You'll love it. Just come on, do a set. I want you to DJ. So yeah, I DJed, and I think I did another couple of months after that. So yeah, big shout out to Dylan, man.
Yeah,
it's a ball of energy.
I got to get down there for the Plates and Crates one time. He's invited me, but I was never available, you know. Yeah.
I don't think he hasn't done it in a while, but yeah, he needs to get back on that, man. That was a great connection.
Yeah.
Back then, Count Bass D was still here too.
Wow.
So he and Count, they were the chefs. They were cooking. Dion Farris was, you know, came through, and it was just a good family type event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, really dope, man. But yeah, it's something about this city, man. It's just keeps me inspired, man. It's a lot of inspiring people, you know, around. You know what I mean? A lot of creativity, a lot of art, and yeah, it's just a good energy here.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Well, I think
and now playing the part of Jennifer O'Jenny.
Come on. Who? What now?
Gray Mays.
Come on. Oh,
yo.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yo, what's good?
Gray Mays in the
What's
flesh.
Brother Ox, aka the enabler. He knows what I'm talking about too.
Yeah, that's my dude right there. Yeah,
yes,
boy.
indeed, man.
Yeah, waiting on them that bank account. Need them account numbers, homeboy.
I know, man. Well, you know how it is, man.
I know how it is. Yeah, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. You know, I'm good, man. Once again, as I said in the chat, man, I'm proud of you, man, because again, again, I've been following what you're doing and everything.
Yeah.
You know, copped a couple of 45s from you and everything. And
man.
then again, and then of course, I definitely respect everything you've been doing and whatnot. So,
Right on, man.
and I know what it is where you think you don't realize how much you really do because you're in the moment. But then when you take a moment to like look back and say and see the progress you've made, man, it's definitely something to be proud of, man. Because
Thank you.
of course, you know, even when I'm as you listening to all the stuff you've done, it's like that's a very, you know, healthy, healthy resume. And again, I'm glad you're still doing it too. And it's also inspiring, you know, I need to get my butt in gear myself. So
Yeah, man. Shoot. What it really was too, it was that video. I'm sure a lot of people seen it with Jazzy Jeff. They was talking about die empty. You know what I mean? That's like everything else what you gotta do and you know, just die empty. So yeah, I've been on that. Just whatever creative thing that's in me, I just been trying to you know, feed it.
Exactly. And even with, you know, and even for me too, you know, it's definitely inspiring because, you know, I got to do some things myself, even with the 45s and everything. That's why I keep buying records when I can, you know, and be down with the bandits, the 45 bandits and everything like that. Because also this is therapy too.
Yeah,
This is
man.
what keeps us going. This is what keeps us alive. It makes us smile. And also with all these digging and everything, we've made a lot of friends. We've had a brotherhood. Just like I remember, I think if I'm not mistaken, I remember I met you first at the Tools of World Park jams like years ago and stuff like that. And then we have our other digging stories too. I think we was at the I think it was the WFMU record fair one time. I think you was there with TRS or something like that.
Oh,
You know,
yeah. Okay.
and it was, you know, we were digging, and I was like, you know how when you're digging, you like you don't want to spend more money than you already did. And then I remember you telling me, man, shut up and dig, man.
Just buy the stuff, man.
Yeah, and also what was so dope too, that scene, and I just saw TRS a couple of weeks ago too. The one thing that was dope at the end where the guy, it was at the end of the show, and the guy had like he still had records, but he didn't want to really bring them home. So he's like, hey, take what you want. So we would too bad I don't have a car or nothing like that. But I was like, yo, I take all them joints if I could. But well, we got a nice little haul. But again, it's like got what I can carry and everything like that. But you already know though, man.
Please. I ain't leaving no stone left unturned, bro.
Exactly. Even if you don't got that much money, but somehow you get what you can get. And also the thing is, as I said in the chat earlier, when it comes to vinyl digging and stuff like that, it's like it's also a spiritual thing because just like when you mentioned earlier about, you know, how you sold a bunch of records, but you're getting them back. And sometimes it be like that. There's many records that I thought I would never come across.
Right.
Yes.
You know, and it just falls in your lap, or, you know, or I'll get it from you or something like that. With just like a couple of like nice joints just sitting up in there. But that's what it meant. But that's the power of music. This is the, you know, that's why we do what we do in any capacity, even if you're not really out there, but still, this is what keeps all of us going. Even when we hear the story, when we hear the stories and of our humble beginnings and things like that, this is what it's all about. Forget all the other flashy stuff. That's cool. That's all well and good. But this is where it sits here. This is what's important.
Yeah, man.
You know, so I gotta chop it up. And again, I gotta chop it up with you too. And just on, I've been always meaning to hit you up and whatnot, but somehow I never get around to it or something like that. But again, you know, you always say, you know, hey, hit me up. You know, we gotta chop it up sometime.
Sure, even if you need to get away, man, come on down, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Boom, come on through, man. We'll have a ball.
Yeah, definitely. And I see you doing your thing on the turntables too, man. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like,
You know, I ain't like y'all. I ain't no I be ziggering, but yeah.
but
Chuck D, what up, Chuck?
what up, Chuck?
Chuck wants to know, what is your opinion of AI DJing?
Oh man.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
Oh man. I don't know too much about it, but that's some old funny style sorcery, like
Is that even a thing? How do you AI DJ?
I heard about. I don't know too much about it, so I'm not going to even like act like I know. But I've heard about it. I'm like,
I'm actually not even sure myself.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Chuck is ahead of the game. I don't know what that is.
But then again, Chuck has always been ahead of the game, though.
Always.
So,
yeah.
You know, from all the, you know, from the Atomic Pop days and whatnot. So he was because again, he was always on it way back anyway. So create songs, I think it says creating crate songs.
Okay.
Oh, I see. I think I know what I think I see where he's getting at too. It was about, it's almost like having AI to come to curate the songs for you and everything. So I think I understand.
Okay. Yeah.
But here's the thing,
out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, but also here's the thing though, because there's always a lot of stuff people talk about, you know, with technology, which is a good thing in its proper context. But the one thing that AI really can't do is read a room at a moment's notice.
Right.
Everybody thinks it can, but definitely that you can have the most curated playlist in the world, but when you're in the real world, anything can change at a moment's notice.
Right.
You have a group of people that come into the spot, and then your whole set changes. Because you're thinking, well, I gotta switch this up because you might have some people dancing or something like that. You know, AI is not really human, so they can't really see that, you know?
Right.
So, oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's another thing. Like,
I see. Yeah.
All these cats making old songs, Big Boy, people
he sent
that
to me the other day. It was somebody had done a blues version of an Outkast song.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's crazy interesting right there.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of wild stuff on the
interwebs.
Especially that's the one. That's the crazy thing about the AI songs, where some of them, even if the lyrics are whole made up and whatnot, some of them almost sound like these Motown type. I've seen a lot now. A lot of them are vulgar as hell, but it's interesting until you heard a couple of them. You know,
it just be slapping though.
I mean that's the crazy thing, man.
I tell you what, it comes in. All I'm gonna say and put out there is that it comes in handy sometimes.
All right,
that's true. Actually, it does. My boy Father Renz, I remember he put him on. You know, he shout out to him, my bandit, my 45 bandit brother. He played it on a Twitch string. And I remember we was in the car. He played, so I'm like, yo, what is that?
Wow,
that shit is dope, man. You know.
Hey Dre,
yes.
When you gonna come to the Awesome 2 joints this year? You gonna come to the Awesome 2 joints again?
Actually, I would. Actually, you know,
we keep on missing each other.
I know. Actually, it's funny. I was just at
the Wild Style joint.
Yeah, I came in. Me and my cousin came later, but I came in like 7:00.
Okay.
Because me and my cousin had to do something else earlier. But I came that joint. But yeah, I definitely plan on coming through again, you know, because I like coming through. But just like you said, we do keep missing each other, you know. But we're gonna catch up soon, man.
We just let me know which one you're gonna go to, and you know, I'm usually there, and I have You know, I got my awesome two. You know what I look like, but I got my little awesome
Of
two
course.
shirt on.
Yeah, exactly, man. And
Yeah.
the question, would you put an AI song in your DJ set? If I had it, it's possible, you know, just out of, you know, giggles and stuff like that. You know, it depends on what again, it depends on like what it is.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the whole thing. So that's the whole thing about that. You know, it depends on what it is and what capacity. Because you can't just drop it anywhere. And that's the whole thing is about the science of DJing. Of course, I'm not the big time DJ like everybody else and stuff like that. You know, but I can understand it because I've seen it. But I can understand where it can, as C-Doc said, it can come in very handy. So
yeah, yep.
There's nothing wrong with it, you know. So it's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I'm vinyl only, so if it ain't on vinyl, I ain't gonna play it. So
I get it. And here's the thing about, and what's interesting about, you know, the whole idea of DJing anyway. There's so much debate and everything about digital versus vinyl, which both of them, in my case, you know, which I believe there's room for both.
Correct.
The problem is where how some people they, you know, thank you, appreciate it, Chuck. So my thing is where unfortunately a lot of people have gotten to the DJ game who don't love it and then use it as I mean, I can understand using it as a stepping stone, but some getting really egregious with it, you know.
Yeah.
And again, or they get too elitist with it instead of just like play some dope joints, you know, and Ox, you got some, you know, from the clips that I've seen you got some joints. Of course, you're a digger anyway, but you got some joints. And the thing is about having the love for the music, the love, it will show. And of course, no one has everything.
Yeah.
And for me, I learned so many new joints from everybody, man. It's like when you hear it, you're like, what is that? I gotta have it. And then again,
a lot of times you got it already.
True, that's true. There's a lot. I know there's a lot of records. I'm like, man, I like that record. I had to sit in the crate or something like that. Or I'm sorry, I got the little cough.
You gotta go back to the collection and you know, the ear changes, so you gotta go back in and revisit the album.
And also that's, you know, also that's big too, where it's just like records you might not even thought about 30 years ago because your ear is not mature. Now you're like, oh, I can feel this stuff right here. Or even some of the AM records that you heard in the 70s and everything. Now you play like it's the latest banger right there. Because you're looking and you're appreciating it. And that's the whole thing about it. It's like being excited about all these records. There's like so many records that we might not have known about at the time where somebody plays it. You're like, yo, I gotta find that, or I gotta find that on 45, or you're like, yo, what is this? It's like, yo, what is this joint right here, man? You know?
I pulled out that Boz Scaggs JoJo the other day for a joint. Like that was my jam back in the day, man. But yeah, I couldn't play it earlier, you know what I mean? Earlier in life, but now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like one or that I think I forgot who told me. I remember you I bought that Grand Central shuttle from you too, the Johnny Griffith Incorporated, man. That sounds like a cop show. And see this again, you know, even if you don't know Elijah, that's the one thing about why we love to talk music. Even my knowledge only goes for so much, but everybody can build.
Sure.
Because, you know, I might say, hey, this is the joint I know, or Ox will put me onto a joint, or anybody will put me onto a joint. So this is what's so important, and this is what makes it fun. That's why we love digging so much. Even if we can't dig every day or dig every week, but when we do find it, it's beautiful. Sometimes people give you records, and then you'll find, you know, I talked about TRS earlier, man. shout out to him.
Yeah, big shout out to TRS. Still don't know
Yeah.
what TRS means, man.
I do.
One day you're gonna. You said you knew, but
I do know it's. If I got this correctly, it's
text me, don't-
turntables revolving smoothly.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he did tell me that one. If I hope I
Okay.
got that right. But he blessed me with a lot of records, say, here, Dre, check this out, man, So, and he's doing good because like I said, I just went to visit him a couple of weeks ago. So
Yeah,
still doing this thing. Man. I think he's moved because he's just almost getting ready to like move into another borough and whatnot, but
word.
he's doing good, but he's doing all right though, man. You know.
I gotta get home to see y'all, man.
Damn. Exactly, man. Yeah, man.
Rest in peace to Wild Style too, man. I was going through some old of the Park Jams actually, and he was in a couple of them. The posse shots that we took, and I'm like, damn, man.
I know, and this is why. And the thing, it broke my heart too, man. But the one thing I was thinking about, number one, he is among the ancestors. He's with God. He's in a better place right now. And the two, that we also have the memories of Wild Style.
Right.
We were there, and this is what the beautiful thing about the Park Jams were, that we all convened, and we're like family. We're just doing what we got to do. And also, this is why it's also important that we keep this going, because just like the people that are no longer here with us, they would want us to keep going. I know it's hard, but that's why we have to. I know Wild Star would want us to keep going. I know your mom would want, again, my condolences again. Your mom would want you to keep going, so. And,
that's why I do it.
Exactly, man. I got to ask you, Ox, I know you retired off the microphone.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I don't want you to. I know. I'm
listening. No, go ahead.
I know. Did you ever? My question is: did you ever have an inkling to sometimes say, "Yeah, I should do it," or you're like, "I already did that part of my life, and I'm good right here." And what made you actually say, "I'm gonna put this down"?
So it was the first part. I do kind of So I did a verse on the album that I'm putting together with my man Kevin.
Okay.
So I'm on the intro, and I've been getting kind of harassed here from. So the crew that's here is Dynas and Signs of Life and them dudes like that, J Live and all of them. So they've been asking me to get a verse on some stuff, but I'm just not in that space no more, man. Like it was one of them things where. So it kind of happened around the same time my mom was, as she was getting more and more sick, I kind of just lost a feeling for it.
I got you.
And then when she passed, I was like, man, let me just sit back for a minute and kind of figure out what else I want to do. But I mean, the same energy is still there that I put on the wheels. You know what I mean? Like it's all the same. Kind of, it feels the same, but it's not, MCing.
But also I respect that too, because anytime with anything you do, especially artistically, if you don't feel it, then it's like best to step back for it or leave it alone entirely, because you don't want to force it, and then the quality suffers. Exactly. But at the same time, you still putting your all and you're still putting your stamp on the other endeavors and whatnot.
Yeah, man.
Just like you mentioned about the beats, and the DJ, and also, if you think about it, you're actually coming back full circle, because as you said earlier in the interview, you said DJing is your first love.
Yeah.
So basically, you're coming back home. You say, "Hey, I was an MC too, but this is where my heart is."
Yeah.
And you just expanding like that with the beats and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's like, hey, you just you still here. You still here. You're just doing this space. You're creating the landscape.
Yeah.
You creating the backdrop. And just like with all of us, in one way one form of fashion.
Mm-hmm.
We still put our heart and soul into it.
Right on.
This is who we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of us were blessed to know more than one thing. Like we don't have
Right.
to. We shouldn't have to stay in a box, and even with hip hop. That's why I did house. And, you know what I mean? Like I was doing all kind of different experimental things too on the mic, so it wasn't just that boom bap sound, or you know what I mean. What I was doing with the groups, I was kind of wanting to do other things too. So,
and that's another thing you want to spread. You just want to spread yourself around, and also as we get older, we want to do different things, and we shouldn't have to be in a box. And that's the whole thing. That's one thing that's a problem with how hip hop is being brought to the masses now. They think it's just one thing, and that's the problem. And even they name it hip hop, but it's not, because people outside of the culture is trying to define that for us, and that's not true. And also, as older people, even though age doesn't really matter that much, but again, us in elder statesmen here, we come from a different cloth, and we shouldn't have to be doing the same thing.
Right.
We're old enough to know about this. Like, yo, this is what we do. We write what we do. Of course, everybody in the panel, they understand, because we come from a different time period. We come from a different way of life. So we can't compete with the kids, because that's not our lane. They have, they definitely, yes, they do have, they can exist, but we don't have to do that. And that's the problem, where there's always a big gap, because you have other people who are trying to decide what hip hop is or not, that don't have nothing to do with the culture at all. And they should not be, and they should not dictate shit, to be honest with you. It should be all of us. But again, that's why all of us do what we are. That's why all of us do what we do, whatever capacity, because this is what's important to us. And also, in some ways, this is kind of where I don't want exactly, Chuck. We're kind of, I don't want to say the last line of defense, because I don't want to even say that, because there's still some young brothers out there that are still carrying the torch. So, but also in our perspective, we're kind of the last, but not really. We're still, we still stepping up too, because also, as we losing so many people, or elders, even a little bit older than us, and that's mind blowing. So by default, it's like, well, we have to tell our stories in some way,
right?
Even if you think you don't have a story. And I had to learn that too. We still had to, we really still have to put our work in and put our stamp in, because that's what we're here for. It's divine timing, and I know you're a spiritual person.
Absolutely.
How you said about the universe, man,
and
exactly.
Our time here is so temporary, man.
Word. And Chuck is right, 50 to 75 in hip hop is unexplored territory, because you think about everybody who, I was just talking to somebody earlier, everybody that's been around in the 80s and everything, no one saw that far ahead when we become 50. So this freaking all of us out right now. We never saw that. So that's a whole different thing.
KRS said it.
Coming clear back from the 80s.
Isn't even 20 years old. Now we're going 50 years, even saying that, it's like crazy that all these records that we grew up with are like 30, 40 years old. That is just insane.
But back in the 80s,
I just wish that we could have, that some people would embrace it more and say, hey, this is what we're doing, because just like everything around us are like getting destroyed and stuff like that, But again, man, C-Doc, I don't want to take up too much of your time either,
An hour,
we could talk for hours, but
it's all good, Dre.
You know,
Yeah.
but again,
Man, Greg, good to
once
see
again,
you, brother. Good to see your face, man.
good to see your face too. And Jenny, thank you for bringing me on here to talk with Brother Ox.
Hell yeah.
Really appreciate y'all, you know, because I'll be in the chat. Y'all be in the chat sometimes and everything like that. But
Yeah, bro.
again, I'm glad to see you doing your thing. And just want to keep supporting and everything like that. So
Appreciate you,
we
man.
be around, you know, we be in the words of Brenton Wood, I'll catch you on a rebound.
Word out. Word out. All right. All right, my brother.
All right, and stay out of my bank account.
You keep coming back. Keep coming back.
All right, man. Yeah, definitely. Peace out, man. Peace out, my brother.
All right.
All
See you
right.
this summer, Dre.
All right. I will see you again soon. Hopefully soon this summer, Ultra Mag.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Salute to all of y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Man, that's beautiful.
So, Ox, as we wrap up, anything else you want to shout out that you got coming, or?
I ain't got nothing going on, man. Going to bed. That's about it. You know what I mean? Shout out to my pillows. But nah, man, just big up to everybody that's in the chat. Of course, you know, Chuck D, everybody, man. You know what I mean? Thank you for tuning in. And thank y'all for having me. This is a great honor, man.
No, thank you for being here, bro.
This is a great honor because
I got 4 quick questions for Ox before he bounces.
Yeah.
No, go, finish your thought.
That was it, man. Just appreciative.
All right, I'm gonna take you back to New York.
Okay.
Yankees or the Mets?
Yankees.
Knicks or the Nets?
Knicks.
Giants or the Jets?
Knicks.
So, all right, I'm from Jersey.
Right.
That's cool. Giants or the Jets?
Oh, the Giants.
Okay.
Gee,
now I think I know this one. Islanders or Rangers?
What? So I like them both, man. I know you want me to say Islanders. I like them both. I don't know, man. I've been to more Rangers games than Islanders.
Word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't out there at Nassau Coliseum, man.
I said Nets need to move to Nashville or Seattle. That's a fact. Get out of here.
Hey, Chuck. Chuck, we're gonna have a problem. Chuck, we're gonna have a problem. Chuck, we're gonna have a problem.
Man, Nets a dumpster, bro. Like, why are they?
Why? Get Ox off of here, man. I had enough.
Taking out space.
He's hurt my feelings.
They're taking out quality real estate in Brooklyn, man.
You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing.
Knicks, baby.
We held it down like y'all tried to build back up and do y'all, and now y'all doing y'all thing. We held New York down for y'all. They had to bring us from Jersey just to hold y'all down, and now you want to act cute. That's all right.
Let you tell it.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck is going off. Chuck is going out on me.
Get him, Chuck. We ain't wrapping up. Get him, Chuck. Get him, Chuck.
Listen.
Blue skies, baby.
Dr. J's from Roosevelt, ain't he?
Yeah, I mean.
He is.
Come on now.
Ox.
Oh, yeah, them island. Woo, Mike Bossy. Wow. Yeah, you talking. That's the era.
Ox, do you have any Holy Grail records that you haven't gotten yet?
That I haven't gotten?
Yeah.
Oh man. Can't think of any. At some point I've had pretty much everything. I'm not the type to just be grabbing stuff because everybody get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want to discover certain things too for myself. You know, all the Grail records some of them not even that good, man.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, some of them not even good.
I meant personal, like for you, like I'm trying to get the,
What do I want? Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. I'm content with what I have, and the things that I do come up on. Like I discover a lot of things too.
Yeah.
But it's Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chuck's still going on.
Yeah.
Love it.
Chuck is on one. Charles, he's on one today.
Get him, Chuck.
He's hurting my heart, man.
Right there. Go ahead, Chuck. Get him.
He's hurting my heart.
Speak on it, God.
Flatline. Any questions?
Yeah, you've been quiet, Flatline. What up, man?
I missed the single that you put out with Sadat X, Diamond D, and Curious.
Oh,
like
4 times Raw.
2011, 2012.
Yeah, that was 2012.
I somehow missed it, and again, you can never, hear everything. And I came across it today, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Wow. Yeah. Big shout out to DJ Spinner. Yeah, that was the first Spock's PhD single.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, so we were supposed to get so it was Grand Poobah instead of Curious in the beginning.
Wow.
And so when we I think Poobah and Sadat, they were on the road together. I think when Spinner called Sadat, and he was like, "Yeah, Poobah's in the room with me." I was like, "Yo, let's try to get get him on the track." So I had wrote the verse. It was something I said in the verse. I don't know the deal, like on the real. I made a reference to a what you call it, a Grand Poobah track in the original verse, but that didn't work out, and I wound up reaching out to my man Dave Dar, and he pulled Curious in. Curious is like, he always been one of my favorite MCs, man.
Yeah.
Like style wise and the voice, everything. Curious is dope.
Curious.
Yeah, so it was good to get him on the track. It worked out just how it was supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, man.
That's a nice joint.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. The album's gonna be crazy too. I had a joint with Rashid Chappelle on one track. Superstition is on another joint.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't too many features. I had a Pani, Pani, she did that actual fact on the verse part, on the chorus, but she didn't do a verse. But yeah, it wasn't too many features, but it was just gonna be a I don't know, set something else up. I was hungry too. Yeah, I was writing for my life. Yeah, it was.
So did you record the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
sitting on my external.
Ah.
Yeah, I listen to it a lot.
C-Doc runs a record label called Spin.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, y'all talk to Spinner, man. He might still want to put it out. I don't know.
Love to hear
at least the tracks that I didn't redo over. There's still a couple that I didn't, like the joint with Rashid. I didn't touch that one because I like what we did, like the original. Man, so, yeah, it was a dope track, heartfelt, something personal joint, yeah, but
you need DJ Spin on the phone.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get him. Ask him what I can't speak for it, but I did my part.
Right.
As an MC, you know what I mean? I did what I was supposed to do. But
Chuck is recruiting you.
Yeah, that's what it looks
like. Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah. If you got any mixes.
Oh, word. Yeah. I need to get on, man. I need to get on that. Yeah. I've just been doing so much out that I need to start at least recording the sets that I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some of them go crazy. Like Dre was saying, when you start reading the room and the set kind of changes. A lot of times when I pack up 3 different sets anyhow. So I tie it all together. A lot of the things I do here, they're like 4-hour nights. But it's a lot of fun, man.
Well, if you record those mixes, we have a home for them.
Word. Okay. Yeah, man. I gotta get busy. I got a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
With stuff too. And I might have some like I said before, I was doing radio at Stony Brook, University of Stony Brook. So I a lot of times I was on the wheels too there. So it'd be nice to I don't know, see if I can find a home for that stuff. Cause I mean, well, I did a lot of IDs on them too.
Yeah. Well, we got a home for them.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. We'll all point down.
We can load them up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I got to Chuck. Stay on me, man. IDs don't.
He said IDs don't matter.
Yeah, they don't matter at all. No.
Yeah, say less.
Yep.
Big shout out to Johnny Juice too. Johnny Juice was my DJ on my radio show for the last couple of months.
Oh wow.
And, man, we had a ball, man. It felt good because I grew up listening to Juice. You know, when he was with Jeff Force.
Yep.
And I just reached out to him one day, like, yo, man, you want to just come do a little feature set? And he just started coming every week. Yeah.
Juice is dope. He's so dope.
Yeah, he's man.
And he's hilarious. God,
yeah,
he's so funny.
Yeah, he talks too.
He does. He does.
He talk.
Yep.
Man, John. Yeah.
Shout out to Johnny Juice.
But yeah, thank y'all so much, man. Sorry, I couldn't get the my situation straight over here.
Hey, we got it working. It's all good. Nah, thank you, Ox. Thanks for being here, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. And I'm here if ever y'all need me again, or if you want to.
Yeah, well, you know what? When you and Kevin get ready to drop the album, stop back and
I'm back. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
we'll, for sure.
Talk to you guys about it.
Yeah. Okay. All right, no doubt. Thank you so much, y'all.
Yep. Oxygen, everybody.
Love you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Peace. Respect. Peace.
There we go.
Hey, Flatline.
Oh, God.
How about you and I team up and we go get Chuck D because he's just on one. We're gonna fight the power.
He's gonna fire you?
Yeah, he's going crazy.
Or you're gonna fire him. Oh.
Yeah.
You're gonna fire me, and he's talking about my Nets. We got.
There you go. Yep.
He wasn't talking about him. He said Pittsburgh's available.
That's talking about him. Fire the power. Fire the power. Oh.
That's so funny.
Wow.
Oh man.
Yep. There you go. Yeah. Flatline, did you have a new show tonight?
I said no show this week, new show next week.
Gotcha. I didn't think so, but I didn't know if I missed it
He said what he said.
I was not on Instagram all day, so I missed. Didn't know if I missed it or not.
No, you're all good. Shall we? Well, this arrived in the mail today. It's available now via Weaponized Records, which is one of our sponsors.
Yes.
Dangerous Creatures, Dead Earth 1.0. It's a collective of artists, and it's so dope. Like, I ordered this. I didn't have Weaponized send it to me. I ordered it because I heard it back in January. I was like, this album is nuts. Big Just from Company Flow is on it. And it's just, I love it. And, sorry, cassette's pink. I mean, it's just dope. It's just, love what they're doing. Shout out to Guy. Shout out to Dangerous Creatures.
Yep.
It's at weaponizedrecords.bandcamp.com. There's vinyl and cassettes. It's not streaming, I don't think. So.
Only streaming on Bandcamp.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's the only spot.
So yes, from our sponsor.
Highly recommended.
From our sponsor, one of our sponsors, Weaponized Records.
Yep.
Check that out.
Yep.
Yep. And also check out Flatline and Mr. Chuck D, unless Flatline fires him, and myself this Friday for the Angie Don't Stop radio show. And Jennifer Jenny and Ultramag 7, along with our man DJ Soul Buck, will be around on Sunday for the mixtape. As a 6 and 8 archive show, you take a year off. He's promoted. Yes, he has. Yeah. 680,000 shows. 680,000. Yes. Yeah. JOJ, Ultramag, and Soul Buck will be here Sunday on Channel Zero for the mixtape. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow night, I don't know if Mocha and Dave Side might be around, or Dave will upload a archive episode. But
they're going to be there. They're doing it new.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember what the album was. But
let's see if we can find it.
Yeah, looking right now. Med. Push comes to
MED.
shove.
Wow.
MED.
Wow. Okay. There you go.
Metaphor.
So, yes, check out Body Hat Weekly tomorrow night right here on Channel Zero, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dave Sy and Mocha O. And, yeah, and next week we will be back with another episode, another guest. Who we got next week, Jennifer?
Lakim Shabazz.
Ooh. What? The legend, the god.
I mean, I'm on the show and I'm all, oh my God.
I know.
New Jersey, Chuck. New Jersey, Chuck. Like the Nets.
Yes, most definitely looking forward to that. So join us next week. We'll be talking to the God Lakim. Thank you, everybody watching tonight live, everybody watching on the replay. If you dig the show, please like and subscribe. We've got a lot of great content here at Channel Zero. And yeah. That's enough from us. We will see you guys next week on another episode of It's CDOC again.